up. This is my first time eating it,
Well,
bro.
welcome back to another episode of the Heart Investment. I'm your host, Aaron. Got my lovely co-host, Aaliyah, and I have a special guest for y'all tonight, Kia.
All the way from Arizona.
Yes, all the way from
Kiana.
Arizona, man. Hey, Kiana, man, talk to the people, man. Talk to them.
What's up? My name is Kiana. I went to Morgan State University, graduated in 2019 before all of this craziness happened. Thank God. I was a psychology major. I played volleyball there. Um, Currently, I actually teach at a private academy. I teach math and language arts to kids with autism, and I also coach volleyball. That's pretty much a
Hmm.
quick introduction.
Oh, that
Volleyball. I
I like volleyball players,
do
honestly.
you now.
Um, I still don't remember
You.
her.
No, because nigga, chill out. I did the athletic shit, so I
You
know
know,
all the
I went to
athletes.
the
I don't
volleyball
know all
game.
of them, but yeah.
I went to the volleyball games to see the girls.
You did.
I did. It was this one girl on there that had this really deep voice, and she really wanted to give me tickets to the game. Um,
She had a
so
really deep voice.
yeah, she did. Not even knowing that I already love volleyball, but I went anyway. But I don't remember these guys' numbers, so
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't be able to tell.
Now she
I was
talking about she
number
got a
3.
deep voice. You play too much.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't know
sorry,
who you're
I
talking
did.
about.
You know what I mean? I did. I can't help it. Maybe it was something, a birth degenerate. I don't know. So
You better stop for Kiana hit her group chat and be like, yeah, I'm on a podcast and he said, um, he was saying, yeah, that he was talking to somebody with a deep voice. He get beat up by the volleyball team.
listen,
And they
um,
listen, them volleyball girls, they built. So have fun.
they have some strong calf muscles, stronger than my little
Hell yeah.
knees over here.
They strong
You know,
as hell.
when I see them in them double knee pads, I'm like, oh, they
He
know how to
said
get
double
dirty
knee
for sure. They do. Um, Psychology major, that's pretty intense. You know, you deal with the mental. Um,
Can I talk
you'll
about the
see,
quote, sir? Before you get into the details?
she said she was finished.
No, I'm talking about, let me mention the quote before you get into the details of her life. Because I know that's what you're about
Oh,
to do.
go ahead.
All right.
Get us started tonight.
Quote of the night. This is by Mahatma Gandhi. Okay. I think that's a never mind, you
Gandhi?
about to guess. Now you
Is
about
it
to
by
guess.
the
Shut
Gandhi?
up.
It's only one
It's my
Gandhi.
okay, well then it might be him. I don't
Can't.
think that's how you spelled it. I don't know. Shut up. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he wait, hold on. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks he becomes. I'm gonna read that
Mm,
again. A man is what the product of his thoughts. Oh wait, a man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks he becomes. Oh, I like that quote. All right, Miss
sounds
Kiana,
perfect.
what that mean to you?
To me, that makes me first think of like manifesting, law of attraction, all of that stuff. I just think it reminds me of the quote, whether you say you can or whether you say you can't, you're right. So I just feel like if you think you can do something, if you think you are something, you put your mind to it. Your mind is a reflection of who you are. And eventually, whatever you start thinking and putting out into the universe, that's what is going to start being attracted to you. That's how you're going to start acting. So I just feel like, to me personally, it's just a quote about, in a way, self-control, in a way, maturity, in a way, thinking positively, in a way, putting things out there that you want to attract back in. So yeah, that's pretty much what I would give it.
Um, she gave us the diagnosis, man. That is a pretty good. Um, that's coming from the psychology major, man. This is crazy. Um, I had something pretty simple. Um, What was it again? I forgot.
Aaron, you always do this.
I did.
A
I'm sorry.
man is but the product of his thoughts, what he thinks he becomes.
A man is a product of his thoughts, but he is what he becomes.
That's
Oh
not what
yeah.
I said, but okay.
I always twist these things up to make it fit me. But pretty much, you know, call myself the captain. A lot of people call myself the cap.
Nobody calls you that.
I picture myself as, a one of a kind personality. I mean, it's only one of me. So with that mindset, I feel like I attract one of a kind people. Um, I feel like I surround myself with, unique personalities and people that I want to become, or not people that I want to become, but people that when I reach my goals, I will have them surround me with some of the similar personalities and achievements and things like that. So yeah. What about you, Leah?
Um, I'm gonna go with Keon on this one. The what you think is what you will become because your mind is literally the most powerful thing. Like you can, if you think you're going to fail, you take that test. What you do, you fail. It's not like your mind controls most, yeah, most of your actions. So like having a positive mindset and just thinking right will help you do right. Thinking wrong, you just go in a whole nother direction. So that's what I took from that.
That is good. You said
I
something
know,
smart, to
spoken
be honest.
reason.
Thank you,
Shut
though.
up.
I'm not hating. I'm not hating. It's good. It's cool. Kiana, that was a great response. I guess you were cheating a little bit because you're a psychology major. I mean, your expertise in these type of things.
That's funny
But with that
how
being
she's a psychology major and the psychology is mental and the quote was about minds. Oh, that's look at how that happened.
said,
These
look at her
quotes
connecting the
are
dots.
literally
She's
random. These
she's
quotes
a
are
little.
so random, so it's just the fact that even like yeah. Shut up, Aaron. I just thought about it. I'm like, oh look at that. That quote was meant
Totally
for
connected.
her. It was meant to hear. Listen, I don't believe in coincidences.
Hmm.
But continue.
So, as a psychology major, and I'm gonna just be continuing this all night because you're just a unique person, and
Yo,
honestly, because I have a lot of questions. Honestly, this could be my therapy. I'm sorry, it could be.
this is your
One,
therapy.
I don't know nobody from Arizona with a psychology major. They come all the way to Baltimore to become a psychology major.
You
But
don't know
you
nobody in
know,
Arizona. But that's number
exactly,
one.
which makes her unique. But with that being said, the great accomplishments of becoming a teacher and teaching autism and things like that, that I'm gonna dip into a little later. Right now, um, you know, uh, being a psychologist, I'm gonna call you a psychologist. You're my psychologist for the evening.
Oh,
Listen,
brother.
uh, I got some problems. I ain't gonna hold you.
What?
Um,
Clearly.
so is this like psychology, psychologer? Am I the psychologer?
That's not how it works.
Well,
You're
you
the
know the word.
patient.
I don't want to be called no patient.
You're the patient. You're the mental patient. Fucking
Listen, do
retard.
do we got psychologist
A
confidentiality?
psychologist and a patient. You're the
She
patient.
know what I'm talking about. She know what I'm talking about.
Oh
But
God.
do we have
Apparently
this
she
before
don't.
I ask these questions? Because I got
Yeah.
these questions. I got problems.
What's up?
You're a
Listen,
patient.
so I'm having this mental problem
I need some
where
wine.
you
This
know
is
uh
stressing me out.
my cousin
Let me get
here,
some wine.
my cousin just thinks so highly of me, and she just wants the best for me. Um,
You must be talking about another cousin.
am I wrong for telling her that she doesn't need to think for me? She needs to just think for herself, and I'm gonna handle what I handle. You know what I mean? Am I wrong for telling her this?
What?
So you say your cousin wants the best for you?
Yes,
but you kind of want, so she must be on you and you want her to chill out a little bit.
yes, she is on my neck.
Are
She's
you
my
talking about
backbone.
me?
And listen, this is confidentiality. I ain't say no names,
Confidential,
but
nigga. I'm in the conversation. Are you talking
if
about
you
me?
wanted to, if she wants the shoe to fit her, then I guess we can use what is it called, analogies or metaphors.
Nah, you talking
So
about me. That's crazy.
Aaliyah is the metaphor, but we're not going to use her name.
Wow. That's
Continue,
not
Doc.
even that's not even a proper
Uh,
word, but you know what? Okay. Your terminology is all fucked up tonight. But it's okay. It's okay, because that's what the psychologist is for.
Yes, this is Doc. What's the diagnosis, man? Am I sick?
You're retarded. That's the diagnosis.
Listen, can we not talk about those because um she deals with autism kids, and I love
I've
autism
I've
kids.
babysat an autistic child. I'm
Okay, so
I'm well aware of how they are. I actually autistic children are very smart. Very
Doc,
smart.
how do you feel about words like that? Before you give her, her little 2 cents or whatever, I need my diagnosis.
your
You
diagnosis.
see this? This is for you, Aaron.
Why does it bother you that she's on you?
It doesn't
About,
bother.
it's about getting your life together, doing right, stuff like that.
Yeah, my life needs to be together. I'm not all together as everyone thinks I am, but
Uh-huh.
I do a pretty good job of it because
You're not all together. What? Financially, mentally,
uh, um,
Mentally,
mentally.
yeah, the two.
emotionally,
Hmm.
physically too. We need to work out.
I'm 6'1", 250. I keep telling her this.
You are not 6'1". You are not 250. Kiana, look at this man.
I
You
was
can't
Doc,
gonna
tell his height,
say
but do he
because
look
I don't
250?
know you. You
Doc,
don't look
Do he look
250.
250? I'm pretty sure
No.
you've seen a grown man 250.
Doc.
Aaron, you are 140.
I honestly can make the U.S. men's volleyball team. I can be in the Olympics right now
And
with my
Kiana
with
will
my
still
body
whoop
type.
you. And she will still whoop you. So what's next?
Oh, go ahead, Doc.
But you gotta let me know. Like, you just not right mentally.
Um, I guess we can go with what she said, even though it's not true. But I don't.
Mentally,
Mentally,
I don't.
emotionally, and
I think I'm
physically.
mentally there.
mentally and emotionally, you're not right. Why are you? What, you went through a breakup? What?
Listen, I don't have breakups.
You got your feelings hurt?
My feelings hurt.
Mm-hmm.
My feelings do get hurt sometimes. But look at this handsome face. Like, how many people can hurt that? Like, how many people?
You'd be
But
surprised.
you're right, Doc. Thank you for opening my eyes. Like, Jesus, I
You
need
are
to.
not
You gotta
serious.
elaborate.
I feel so
Not you
much better.
turning this podcast into a therapy session.
Okay. All right. We don't have to turn it into a therapy session, but we'll get back to that.
Listen, that's on your time. You can hit her up personally and make a
This
fucking
is
therapy session.
all right, Doc. Can you write your number and diagnosis and stuff, and I send it to my medical bill people and stuff. I mean,
Okay.
sure you put the handsome guy discount on there too.
Oh,
Aaron,
Um,
whenever you're ready.
all right. I'm mentally here now. Um, Kiana. So being from Arizona, right?
mm.
Do y'all have like a lot of like tornadoes and things like that? Because I was thinking about going down there and trying to explore a little
It
bit
just be
more.
hot. It be hot here. That's it.
It's hot.
So is
It's
it
It's
more of
hot.
a like a I don't even know the things. I think it's like a rule air like
Well, Arizona's really like there's. I mean, I've heard people because in the last, I want to say like 5 years, there's been a lot of people moving here from California, from the Midwest, from the South. So Arizona's really becoming like a huge melting pot for it. Like, it's actually kind of hard to meet someone who's actually from here when you do meet people out here, because everybody's always from Chicago or Detroit or California, any of those states or cities. But weather wise, Arizona just gets hot as hell during the summer. That's pretty much it. Our winters aren't bad. Uh
What's the weather right now? What's the degrees?
I'll say it's probably like 70 something.
70. And that's
Yeah.
in the winter?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm booking my flight tomorrow. What the fuck? It's
Mm-hmm.
fucking 40 degrees here and it's supposed to snow at 6 a.m. No, I lied, like 4 a.m.
Yeah, when I was down there, I could not take that snow. It was too cold. The wind
That is
chills made it so
crazy.
bad. I was not ready.
So I got a question. Are you in front of the sun, or I mean, like, are you in front of a window,
In
or are
front of
you
my
in a
window,
window?
yeah.
I was like, because
Yeah.
I know it's like five. It's 5:26 there,
Uh-huh.
It
and it's
is.
just yes, nigga, it's
Mm-hmm.
2 hours behind.
Man,
You didn't do your research. Oh wait, I didn't even tell you she was from Arizona. You're right. But yeah, she's 2 hours behind us.
Yeah.
but that's what's
But
up.
we
You
don't get
know,
dark until like six
really,
something here. Mm-hmm.
but daylight saving time, I guess, is different. But
That's so lit. It's so cold
honestly,
here. Like what? This is
maybe I'm
not me
just
not
saying
in Maryland.
Arizona, but it's not like a typical destination where I would want to move to. But
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
what
no.
the
I'm
hell is in
actually there's a
Arizona?
possibility I'm actually possibly moving from here in like a couple months.
What exactly is in
well,
Arizona? Like what fun things? I can only think about desert, and I know that's not what it's made of. Only
No, see, Arizona has a city. Arizona has the one thing I didn't like about being in Maryland was that like Walmart could be 4 miles away, but it'll take 20 minutes to get there. Arizona, everything's set up like a grid. So like you can take like one street through like 5, 6 different big cities in Arizona because everything's just like a straight shot. So like something that's
what?
probably 4 or 5 miles away will probably take 7 minutes to get there by the
so you're
car or
in
something.
Phoenix, you're in, Annandale. What part?
I'm in Goodyear.
Mm, don't know that one.
So it's like west. Hmm.
Still don't know that
You
one.
don't
But
know.
yeah,
Shut up. You don't know.
look, I am good with geography, honestly. Um,
You didn't know that Arizona was 2 hours behind though.
just because I didn't know that. But anyway, um,
There we go.
you said you're moving away in a couple months.
Hmm.
Are you pursuing a different type of career or like what is it?
No, I might be moving to Dallas actually. I have some family in
Ooh.
Texas. But everything that's going on out there is making me a little nervous. So,
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
they're
but that
wild
seems
out
like a
there.
once in a lifetime type thing.
yeah, it really shouldn't, scare you off. I have a lot of family down there in Texas. Actually, my aunt is coming up here on Friday from San Antonio. Their power and stuff is out, so they're at my other aunt's house, and yeah, it's just
Texas,
a one time, you know.
Texas, their whatchamacallit, I forgot who it was, resigned after saying "fuck y'all." Basically, once the outage went out, it was on Twitter. I saw that shit
Who-
earlier actually. Basically, Texas said the I don't know, it wasn't the like it was like the governor or something. It was somebody important, but he basically said like he owes y'all nothing, like with his because the power outage and shit. So he's like basically like I don't give a fuck, like, and resigned. That is insane to me. Like
That's
he
crazy.
really just said fuck y'all citizens and dipped.
Yeah.
That is
Like that is
crazy. So
really crazy. America is the worst country ever. The worst.
yeah, right. You would not be saying that if you was trying to go somewhere else.
I just feel
America
like
is the
America,
worst country.
I just feel like when it comes to caring about people, America for sure is the
Yes,
worst.
their
Is
leadership
the shittiest
is
country when it
horrible.
comes to caring about people. And it's all because America is so like money hungry. When it comes to anything, it's all about money. When it comes to our health, it's about money. When it comes to food, it's about money. And when you make stuff about money, the well-being of everybody else really just don't matter.
So what if you were in that position? Like you wouldn't just be thinking about yourself. You would have to think of a whole type of people. You would have to think of the autism kids. You would have to think of the deaf people. You would have to think of, the blind people. You have to think of people that actually have all their functions. Like you have to think about how it benefits everybody. So it's tough decisions everywhere. So I don't blame. This is why I'm not into politics. Um,
Oh yeah, because their decisions are hard. Like
It
yes,
I
is,
feel
but
like
like they don't like. Yeah. Go ahead, Kiana.
I always take it back to like when people be talking about well what this president did or what that president, like Obama, when people talk crap about Obama and stuff like that, it's like y'all gotta realize, the president don't run shit like y'all think he do, right?
He
Like
don't. He have
he
to get
don't
stuff
have as
passed.
much control as, not nearly as much control as anybody thinks. And so it's just politics. I would never get into politics because there's always somebody you got to satisfy. And with satisfying one group, you're going to dissatisfy another group. So that's just some stuff I don't want to get into. I don't care to get into. I can argue about it. But as far as me career wise getting into it, I would never.
mm,
And then it's like some people, with the government, it's like you gotta, yeah, numbers. Like it's all about the numbers and stuff. You gotta come to an agreement. Like literally, if one party says no, but two says yes, like it's really like, all right, so we gotta sit here and reevaluate. Like majority rules and most of the stuff, but it's just like it's crazy how you have to like you could come in one mindset. You have the no, you know exactly what you want. You got the points, bullets, everything. Boom, you come to the presentation, and half of the fucking Congress is like no. So then you're like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, you got to start over, and it's just that's a lot of that's very overwhelming, especially when you have your head set on one thing. Your presidency life, it looked fun, outside, but nah, they can have that. All that
Mm-hmm.
government, governor, senators, they got that.
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy.
But no,
Um,
you said something about mentioning the money thing. You saw that little it's a Family Guy episode when somebody was in the hospital. Like, you don't got no insurance. So they pushed them down the hill. They
I
was like,
remember that.
well, like that's literally the government. Like they don't give a fuck. You could be on your deathbed. And one shot, literally, you can be on your deathbed and only need one shot to cure you, and they don't give a fuck. You don't got insurance. You don't got insurance. Goodbye. You're dead. Our government's
So
horrible.
they tough decisions, honestly. So speaking of tough decisions, like you said, you're trying to move to Dallas. Is it going to be a hard transition for you,
It
like
is.
home?
It is. I have quite a few things I need to be considering when moving. Um, it's like I could be making like a pros and cons list, what everybody be telling me to make, but literally there's so many different like what ifs and stuff I would have to do or change or think about, consider, and all that I would have like four different pros and cons lists.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, what weighs more in your
What
opinion?
weighs more?
The pros or the cons? Like what's more on the list? Is more pros or is there more cons?
That's what I don't even know. That's what I don't even know. Like staying in Arizona, like I have my whole family that I grew up with out here in Arizona. And I would still actually be able to keep my job and move to Texas. I would just be working online as an online teacher. But it's just, I think what it is I didn't expect to have to like make this move by myself. And on top of that, it's just scary. I've never moved out of state permanently before. Like Baltimore, okay, but that was for school. I was excited for that. Who's not excited to go across the country and turn up all the time?
Mm-hmm.
But uh for this, it's more serious because I have people to think about. I'm gonna be out here adulting, paying bills and stuff, all that ghetto stuff. So it's like
So
cost
you
of
said
living out
no.
there is cheaper than out here.
Boom.
So
Okay.
that's a big positive. I
So
think what's really stopping me is just the fact that like I'm kind of scared, like
You said you're going
getting
by
out too.
yourself. No significant other.
No, not anymore, girl. Not anymore.
Oh dang,
So
sucking.
dang,
Yeah.
the Valentine's Day was bad. Like what
Oh
happened?
yeah, Valentine's Day was uneventful. And nothing happened. I've been single since New Year's. Since like I literally stepped into 2021 single. Literally.
Was
Like
this a choice
that
that you
night.
made or that they made?
Um I would say because of my own ideal self-worth, it was a choice I made in a way, I guess you could say. It was
Sounds
just
like
a situation I decided that I was not going to put up with or deal with. So I was just like, okay, let
Okay.
me go on.
that is very realistic, Doc. Honestly.
Oh my god.
2021.
When you're trying to find something to say.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I went into 2021 fine. I mean, I've been alright.
You've been
Hey.
single for too long, Aaron.
Huh?
You've been single for too long. It's time for you to get a girlfriend.
Um,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, it's not. But
his
you
face is too
know,
handsome to be single. I'm
I feel
sorry.
like he wants a relationship. It's different when you actually searching. Not necessarily searching, but like, it's like one of those like I'm not mad if this happens. So it's like, yeah. It's
Mm-hmm.
different. You just got a relationship, so you probably like, I don't give a fuck. Let me pause
God
for a
only
second.
search. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
he does not search. God does the searching for me. But you know, now that Valentine's Day is over, you can get back to focusing on yourself. Doing big things. Pretty much. Making a new transition. What actually got you into messing around with autism kids or people with
Autistic kids
Messing around.
messing around.
uh,
You're wow. Again,
what's that
like
called?
I said, informal. Very informal.
I'm sensitive to those type of kids because if if one of my kids was to come out like that, then I honestly I don't want them to come out like that, but honestly it'll be fun to
Aaron, stop talking, please.
all right,
It's like your
stop,
hole is getting so much deeper. It's
I'm
okay.
stop.
just like, yo.
Just go ahead, Doc.
Please.
God.
I
What
really
got me
hope
into it
nobody
was
with an autistic sibling is watching this because you're gonna get so much backlash.
That is wild. That is wild.
Oh my gosh.
but what got
Doc,
me into that field was just the psychology part of it. I never thought I would be a teacher. Actually didn't want to be a teacher, but the whole psychological background of it was really interesting just to see how different that they learn, how different they conceptualize stuff, how different they understand things. And just it's a challenge, honestly. It's a challenge, but it's honestly kind of fun. I've always been pretty good at explaining things, giving people a new perspective on things, using different terminology to help people understand stuff. So it was kind of something where I was like, I guess I'll give this a try. And then I actually like it. It's pretty cool.
Well, great.
Yeah, it's tough. Ooh, it's
What
tough.
grade are you teaching?
Oh, we do one-on-one teaching. So my student,
Mhm.
like my youngest student, is second grade. My oldest student is like sophomore in high school.
And how many students do you have?
7.
Okay.
So it's one-on-one. So it's like a private school. So their parents are paying good money for them to go to the school. So it's like they get one-on-one teaching. So that's what's like really special about it is that they're not in a classroom with a bunch of other kids
Hmm.
and they just get that real special one-on-one teaching where the focus is all on them for the 50 minutes and Yeah, we roll like that.
So if we weren't
Yeah.
in the pandemic, would you have to go to their house or?
No, it's we have a campus, and we were actually just on campus. We were doing so good throughout this whole pandemic, but somebody on campus, we actually just got an email. What day was it? Friday, Sunday, Monday, something like that. That somebody on campus had COVID. So we're all working from home for the next week.
Hmm,
With
interesting.
my
Mm-hmm.
with my experience with this autistic child, he was a boy. He was 5. Yeah, he was 5. And what I've learned with autistic kids is that they well, specifically him, he was very active. Like he liked to he was never he didn't like to sit still for too long, but he loved to build. Like he had like this little what was it? Like a tree house or something. He had like a tree house, and he also had like a fire truck little station or whatever. And he would like to like build stuff up. And
Mm-hmm.
in school when I cuz I was with him in school. So in school he would they would like sing songs and stuff and have like for instance like days of the weeks, months of the year and stuff like that to keep their attention, and like they would like dance, get up and like play with the be
Mm-hmm.
interactive with the song and stuff like that. So like what are your teaching methods with your kids?
It depends. So I have like two different things to say about it. So like as far as I feel like there needs to be way more research done when it comes to the autism spectrum, because they call it a spectrum. So it's like there's high functioning and then there's low functioning. So there's the kids that are like crazy, insanely smart that does like math in their head and stuff. And then there's the kids who like maybe like in ninth grade, but testing at like a first grade math or reading level. So it's like, I feel like personally, there just needs to be way more research done because for the most part, a lot of the kids that I see in the school system that are that do suffer from autism spectrum disorder, they they don't have, when you look up the typical signs and stuff like that, they don't have those. So I know like a lot of kids like stemming, so they like fidgeting with stuff, they like constantly building, they like jumping, flapping their hands, stuff like that. A
Yeah,
lot of the
that's
kids
him.
I've seen don't. So it's like I just feel like there's way too many different
Types.
signs there. Yeah, there's way too many types, signs, symptoms, displays of behavior for it really to all be under one category. I think there's multiple different categories or multiple different things under this whole blanket or umbrella of autism that just hasn't been specifically researched enough. So I think personally, under autism, which is really like a umbrella, I think there are other disorders. I think that it's not all one thing, because again, everybody who comes to me automatically think that every single kid with autism likes doesn't like to look at you, or they don't like people looking at them, they don't like making eye contact, they don't like to sit still, they don't like, they're super 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 smart, but that's not even, I would honestly say that's not even maybe half of them. There's a big difference between a lot of them, and that's what makes me feel like there needs to be way more research done to see, okay, are there multiple disorders under this category or under this umbrella term, or is it really this wide ass spectrum, which I personally don't think it's one wide ass spectrum, because it's just so different. Like what I
Yeah.
notice is that there's a lot of kids who have their balance is really off. So like they bump into things, they can't really walk straight. I know kids who they have memory, really bad memory issues. Um just different things like that.
So each of your 7 kids are different.
I would honestly say for the most part, each of them are very, no, I wouldn't say very different. There's a couple of them that are kind of a little close, but I would say when it comes to what people typically think, or if you go online and Google symptoms of autism, not really any of my kids have those, but they are
Mm.
diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder.
Mm.
Mm.
I'm learning. This is some interesting stuff, Doc.
Yeah.
I get what you say about that. The two like the different types because I've only encountered 2 autistic kids in my life. One was the one I told you about. He likes to build and stuff like that. The other one was very intelligent. She would regular conversations like you would think autistic where. So it's like, yeah, definitely. I definitely see that. Like stuff like for instance, Down syndrome. Down syndrome, you know is Down syndrome. They look the same in a way and like it's the same symptoms. Well, autism is broad. So I
Yeah,
give
so
yeah,
many
that makes
different
so much
symptoms.
sense.
Hmm. And then also, I found out through a lady that I worked with last year. A lot of this stuff has to do with like their gut health. Oh my god, is that a bee? No, okay. A lot of this has to do with their gut health. I was tripping for a second. It must be a mosquito. But a lot of it has to do with their gut health. She was telling me about how her son he was severely low functioning, and she said that uh she noticed every time she would take him to the doctor for these other reasons that it always stemmed back to an issue in his stomach, like his gut health, what he would eat. And she said it was to the point where like he wasn't even verbal, he was nonverbal. So like he was at like he was very low functioning, he was nonverbal, he couldn't talk. And she said that through doing her own research and kind of like trial and error, she started changing the way that she fed him. So she wouldn't feed him junk food or like fast food or anything like that. She started feeding him a lot more healthier options, gluten free, cutting out a lot of sugar and fat and processed stuff out of his diet. And she said she literally can see the reverse in like over time. She could literally see the reverse in his like behavior and his communication. He started to be able to be a little more verbal. I don't remember how verbal she said he became, but he went from being completely nonverbal to being able to communicate and stuff like that. And that kind of just opened my eyes up to the fact that a lot of the stuff that goes on in the mental health world really does tie back to the crap that we eat and stuff that we put in our body, and how I believe that, a lot of stuff that we put in our body, we inject ourselves with, that could be a huge reason why we have these mental disorders and why they're becoming so much more common and frequent and stuff like that.
So do you think serial killers only eat junk food?
I don't know.
Yep. That's crazy.
I mean,
Hey man,
hey, because
serial
I'm
killers
pretty
got a
sure they don't
couple.
eat healthy.
They got a couple of screws loose. I think they was born a little different.
They can't have a nice fancy meal. Who knows?
Serial killers, they eat candy for breakfast, funnel cake for
Oh,
lunch.
please.
That's
Mm-mm.
crazy. Kidnapping
They be eating hot
kids.
Cheetos all the time. Probably.
Uh-huh. Chocolate cake for dinner. Hey, that's not good.
Um, Speaking of big changes. Um, Say you were to have a kid of your own with, this type of I don't want to be.
Say you were to have autistic child. Continue.
Uh-huh.
Yes, your child ain't sick, but we're gonna call it sick for these purposes. Um, Say your kid has disabilities, like would you be able to handle like, or would you be able to say that you handle normal kids better because you understand, how kids that aren't functioning all the way?
Would I be able to handle having an autistic child?
Or well, I'm saying like say you did have one, and I'm asking, would you be able to say that you are have a bit more handle on normal kids because you have autism kid, autistic, same thing.
Would I be able to say that I have a better handle on normal kids because I have
Yes,
an autistic kid?
yes.
Isn't that kind of backwards though?
No, I'm
Okay, I
saying
think what he's trying to say is because like normal child, there's like nothing wrong with them except for like little random
right.
regular stuff.
Uh-huh.
And so he's saying with the autistic child, they have these different um
Yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
definitely questions.
yeah, like so he's saying would you say that having you have a so you have two kids, you say that one is autistic, one is normal. So you have a better handle on that normal child because you have autistic kid because you know like what issues already. So like that normal child is literally like a piece of cake.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what he's trying to ask.
Yes, yes,
Oh, would it be easy? Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. I think it just depends. It depends for real. I think it depends on the kid because some boys are crazy. Boys are crazy. I have a son. Boys are crazy.
Oh, you do?
Oh wait, you're
Yeah.
saying they say boy mom. How old is he?
Uh-huh. He's 6.
Oh
Wait, how old are
my gosh.
you?
Mm-hmm.
You never asked a woman that question.
You
I'm
say
sorry.
what?
She's not at that age yet where I'm not supposed to ask her how old she
Please.
is.
First
I'm
of all, you don't ask
24.
women that at all.
I'm 24.
That's fine. She's 24.
I'm saying
Yeah.
you never ask a woman their age.
How old are you?
50. Anyways.
Exactly. You look like it.
Oh, where is he? Shut the fuck up.
All right, listen. Back to boy
You
mom.
Viagra taker.
Ooh. I think it just depends. I think it would, even though I have done like ABA therapy and I have taught kids with autism, I genuinely think that it is harder. It probably is harder having a kid with autism. So it would, I mean, you could have a crazy little boy that jumps off sofas and stuff and plays Superman and Spider-Man all over your house and breaks stuff, but at the end of the day, it would probably be much harder having a child that you may be struggling to communicate with. It may be a struggle for them to communicate their feelings. So I think that it would be easier to have a normal child
But wait though,
compared to a kid with autism.
don't you have experience with that since your child isn't artistic? Like you deal with autistic, you
How you
teach
say her?
kids.
She never said her child was autistic.
Exactly. So I was asking, wouldn't she have experience with that because she teaches artistic kids and she comes
Teaching
from
and raising are two different things.
I think I get what you're saying. Are you saying it would,
thank you, Doc.
because I work with autistic children, does that make having a normal child easier?
Yes.
Okay. Uh,
Normal. Clearly, he's not normal, as you can see. He has something. I don't know what it is yet.
Doc,
But
the
he's
first step of
diagnosed with
realizing
something.
problems is admitting them. I did that already.
Okay, well, it's Kiana. Kiana's your therapist. She's gonna figure out what the hell is wrong with
um,
you.
Doc, what's my diagnosis? I keep telling you, man. I need to tell people.
I think I think it I think it does. It gives you more patience. It
I love a
teaches
focus.
you different ways to communicate with your kid. Granted, I have less patience with my kid than I do with the kids that I teach, but that's just because he's my kid.
I'm about to say, because he's yours. You like, sit your
Right,
ass the
he's
fuck
mine.
down.
Hey, when the nice way don't work, when I see
See
the
what
nice
see
way
what
don't
Billy
work.
over Zoom. You're like, Billy, come on, you gotta pay attention. With your son,
Right.
you like, boy, if you don't come over here, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so with kids with autism, you learn a different way to communicate with them, and you learn to uh be more gentle with them, because at the end of the day, it's harder for them. It's harder for them to tell you how they feel. It's harder for them to express how they feel. It's harder for them to learn certain things depending on the kid. So, all in all, I think it does kind of give you the skills that you need to maybe have that patience or communication skills with your own kid who does not have autism. But at the same time, for me, like I said, that's my kid. So my patience with him is a little less. It's a little less, because you might have your days where it's like, gosh, dealing with these kids was frustrating, but I couldn't show it. I had to, so then if I come home and my kid ain't listening, I might snap a little bit. I might
Dang,
get
he gotta take all that because you had a bad day. Poor, oh, what's his name?
mad. Jalen.
Poor little Jalen. I feel sorry for Jalen. Jalen got to go through that.
No, don't feel sorry. That boy is fine. That boy fine.
Jalen, like, dang,
He
ma,
gets a
I
lot of
didn't even do it.
he gets a lot of talking to. I be running my mouth to him because I don't like whooping him. I don't like whooping him unless like he did something like super super disrespectful or really
Oh,
really bad. But I don't like
you
whooping
tell
him.
what's that?
I
So
might
I
need to
try
see
to
another
talk to
You
him to like
discipline him the white way.
I might need to see another doctor because I go to Doctor Whoop ass. I'm sorry.
She don't stop. She disciplines her son the white way. It's okay.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with whooping your kids, but
Exactly. You do
I'm
that
a
feel
strong
good.
believer in I feel like kids deserve an explanation also, and they deserve to understand. You can't expect your kid to just you
So
can't
yeah, when he
expect your
starts to
kid
get
to just
repetitive,
understand things. They don't have the experience or the knowledge that we have, so we can't think that, okay, duh, like why don't you get it type thing.
so you saying
But
when he starts to get
especially
I ain't get
repetitive,
no
you're like, all
explanation.
right, let me beat your ass. When you start to
I ain't
do
get no
shit, I told you to do that. I told you not to do that 3 times already. Now I'm about to beat your ass.
listen. This is why this ass is tender because all them ass whoopings I got.
I'm about to
All
say,
them
my mother ain't no talking. I get talked to while I'm getting my ass beat, or I get talked to after I got my ass beat.
exactly.
Mhm.
Like it ain't.
You can say that.
Yo, black parents are so horrible. Like they're so horrible. Oh my god.
But do you think it helped?
Of course it helped, but I promise I won't be like my. I will not be like my mom. I'm not gonna just beat my kids just over everything. Like my
Yeah.
mother, I'm the youngest child. So, and I'm the only child that lives in my house, but I'm the youngest child. So, like when I go to school, those are like my siblings. Like, oh my god, I want to talk to everybody because when I come home, I don't have nobody to talk to. So I will always get, oh, Aaliyah's talking in class and da 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 da. My mother would come home, she's like, then I think I'm talking in class and I just get my ass beat like every other week because I'm talking in class when I don't got nobody to talk to at home. What do you expect me to do?
Aw.
Like what the fuck? Like I grew up, all my friends got siblings and shit. I don't got no siblings that live here. Y'all too old for me to talk to. So what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
I used to get fucked up. That shit's bad. I used to stay on punishment. I hope
That's
my kid is nothing like me.
mm-mm.
I used to stay on punishment. Oh my god.
Crazy.
Dang.
So
Like
like
literally that's bad.
having a kid, would you say that you didn't reach, your true dreams, or you graduated college, you became a teacher? Like, would you say those were your dreams, or it stopped once you had your son?
No, I honestly, and thank God for my parents, thank God for my grandma, my dad, my sisters. It really was. I had the family who believes in it takes a village. So I had family who was like, well, we'll take care of him while you go off to college type shit. Because it's like you're
Oh,
getting your schooling paid for, so go ahead and go.
Hey, Leah,
So,
that must be that Arizona
so you got a full ride.
hmm
Okay, well that
and
definitely
so,
helped. Because my
yeah,
mother
and
was
I
like,
still
fuck
have
you, get out of my
parents who,
house.
that must be that
yeah,
Arizona stuff, cause that in the
No,
DMV, your ass on your
no,
own
you
and
pregnant.
you got the door. I'm
right.
You
And see,
sorry.
I've always felt bad for situations like that because thank God, like I said, thank God for my grandma, thank God for my dad, because they were just like, all right, well, at the end of the day, the most important thing is you still developing as a young parent and you going to school and getting this degree so you can get a bag. And so they kept my son for me for those 2 years, and I was able to go to school. And they still let me be a young adult too. Like they still let me go out on the weekends when I was home, as long as my baby had to be asleep. But I was still able to go out and party and have fun and do stuff. So, but I also think another big reason why was because I got my shit done. Like I worked. I got good grades throughout like my whole life. I was an athlete. I got a scholarship. So to them, it's like, okay, yeah, you got pregnant young, but you're getting your shit done. You're not in trouble. You don't be fucking up in your car or anything like that. Like, you don't be doing this, that, and the third. So,
See, that's rare. That's
I
rare
got a
that
counter question.
all of that.
yes.
Go ahead, Lee.
So, you had him when you were 18. Well, no, I'm sorry. You got him pregnant. You got pregnant when you were 18. Did that like when that happened? I'm right. It's 18, right?
Oh, I had him when I was 17.
Okay, 17. So, right. I'm tripping. Yeah. So, like when you found out that you were pregnant, like did your life like did you
Flash before my eyes.
yeah, were you like, "Oh my God, like I
I
need to
thought I
do
was
this,"
gonna
or
die. I thought I was gonna die. Like, my dad is crazy. My dad is crazy. And he is part Cuban. So he got anger issues. He is hot. And
Mm.
I was like so terrified of telling everybody. And I really thought that I was going to be like a huge disappointment to my whole family because my whole family knew me as being, I'm my dad's oldest. And so it was like,
oh
dang, like,
wow. Okay.
yeah, I'm
So
my
like
dad's
it's a lot of
oldest.
pressure.
Pressure because it's like, out of all, my dad had nothing but girls. He has three daughters, and I'm the oldest. I'm the most like my dad. So I played sports, take sports serious. I'm very competitive, stuff like that. And so it's like my family always knew me as the one who always got good grades, the one who was an athlete. What is Kiana doing next and stuff like that. So it was like when I got pregnant, I was like, oh my God, like, what the hell? Like, it was so serious to a point. Like, my dad, I played sports year round. My dad, I was in middle school, and my dad would wake me up on a Saturday morning to take me to the park because I also used to run track. He used to wake me up on a Saturday morning to take me to the park and run with a parachute, weights, and a sled.
Shit, you not playing.
My dad was not playing.
You
Like, my
supposed to
dad
be
was
you supposed to
fully.
be in the goddamn Olympics right now. What are you doing?
Exactly.
Shit, your father
My
would
dad
train
was
your ass for
so
the motherfucking
serious.
Olympics. You supposed to be the next
Man,
what's that gymnast?
I
Yeah, you
forgot her
supposed
name.
to be up there.
man,
Sheesh.
I was in middle school doing that. Like, so I just thought, I was like, dang, I'm going to be such a disappointment to my family. Like, my family, everybody knows about me. Like, everybody always calls. My family's close. My family talks. So I'm like, damn, like, my life is really over. Like, what the hell? So I honestly, I didn't think I could do it. So I was like, I need to schedule an abortion. Like, I can't do it. Like,
Oh,
I
abortion.
yeah, I was so scared. Like, I was 16. I was scared as hell. I was like, I can't do it. My family's going to hate me. My grandma's probably going to kick me out of the house. She's probably never going to talk to me again. Um and the crazy thing is, so how it happened was I my cousin and I went to a doctor's appointment. She went with me. And they gave me like ultrasound pictures and stuff like that. They're like, okay, let's reschedule your appointment so we can set this abortion up. And so I came home. I had the envelope and stuff in like this like bag. Me and my cousin leave the bag in my room. It's tucked away. It's like by my dresser. We go to the mall and we come back from the mall like an hour or two later. And I noticed my grandma went through my shit. I'm like, what you doing?
Damn. She
Yeah,
knew.
and I knew she
It's
went
that
through it.
intuition shit. I
Yeah,
hate
she
that
knew.
I
shit.
knew she
She
I
knew
knew
something.
she went through it because the envelope was like folded in. And I was like, only my grandma got them weird little quirky habits or whatever. I just be leaving that thing flat. And so I was like, oh my God, my grandma saw my ultrasound pictures. And so, rewind a few minutes. My grandma was like, I'm leaving the house, but when I come back, we need to talk. I'm like, oh my gosh,
Uh
she leaving the
oh.
house. Why can't we talk now? I'm like, oh my God. So I'm dying for like 30, 45 minutes until she get back. And then we go outside, we talk. She's like, so are we pregnant? And I was like, I started crying. I was like, yes. She's like, Kiana, how did this happen? Blah, blah. She's like, well, and I think where I immediately got my strength from was when my grandma was like, she didn't say, "Oh, well, what do you want to do?" or anything like that. She was like, "Well, we have a baby to raise," and I was like, "Okay."
Oh,
So yeah,
that was
like
so. That was nothing but God. Like that was beautiful.
yeah, she was like, "Why didn't you tell me? What did you think I was gonna do?" I was like,
Kick
"I
me
thought you weren't gonna
out.
talk to me no more." I
Again,
thought everybody was
for
gonna start
America,
supporting me.
unrealistic in the DMV.
Man, and
Nah,
so
bro,
I
my
mean,
grandma would be
that's
like, "Get the fuck
everywhere
out."
though. I know a bunch of people who their parents were just like, "Nope, deal with it yourself. Get a job, do this, do that, blah blah. I'm not taking care of it.
Honestly,
Whatever."
though, it's grandparents. Grandparents are the ones that got you. Like your mom kick you out, you go to grandma's house because grandma got you no matter what. Like they say, mom got you, but like grandma got you when
Just
mom
grandma for
is
real.
on the bullshit. It's always grandma. I don't have the luxury. Like, well, my father's grandmother. I mean, my father's mom is in South Carolina. But if my grandmother was still living, my mama's mom, bro, I would have got so much shit. I would have got. I probably would have been living with my grandmother to be honest, but I would got so much shit.
And you know what it is? It's because grandmas, they know they've been there, done that, and it's like, yeah, your
Yes,
mom been there and done that, but she don't got the patience to deal with it yet.
like
She don't got the
it's
patience
like
to deal with it.
Right.
grandmas are, yeah, I did what you was doing at your age. Moms are, I did what you were doing, but I don't want you to do what I was doing. But grandmas are like, shit, if you gonna do it, let me at least let you know how it go. Like
Mm-hmm.
grandmas are OGs, bro.
Yep.
Grandmas are the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's tough. That's honestly a tough story for sure.
That is
Um,
really, no, that's lit. Like your grandmother is really everything. Is she still living?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She is everything. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. I definitely would not have been able to go to Morgan and get my degree and stuff without her. So
Yes.
yeah.
Thanks to grandma, you are the woman you are today. Yeah. Shout out to Granny.
so how did you raise them for the first 2 years?
uh I was graduating high school. Yeah, actually I didn't have them until, oh wait, no, I had them my junior year of high school. So I had them during after I had already got out of school, out of junior year. And then while I was in high school, my grandma would just take care of them during the day while I'm at school. I come home from school, do the rest. I worked through my senior year. I played volleyball through my senior year. It was just like I said, it was like a village type thing. So
So
everybody
you,
pitched in, everybody helped.
He was at your graduation. Like, that's mommy.
Hmm. Yeah,
Oh,
he went to both. Actually, he
that's
went to
so
all three.
cute.
He went to my high school graduation, my JUCO graduation, and my university graduation.
He in the stands shouting, mommy. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Is he
yeah,
there? Can he make a special appearance?
Oh, he in trouble.
Oh,
oh
oh,
damn,
He
oh,
got assignments
ass
that
whoop.
he was supposed to do yesterday, so he in there
oh.
working on them mad as hell.
About to get that ass whooping we was talking about. Oh, dang.
But
But
yeah.
no, that's actually a wonderful story. That's very beautiful. Like,
It was.
wish, yeah.
I gotta write that in some type of book or something.
Boy, shut up. You got a store story.
Honestly, because it would have never happened. Honestly, I never
You would have
heard.
never. No, he is a blessing. Yes, he is a blessing. Do you plan on having more? Because he's 6 now, so he can help around.
Well, I
Say he
actually
was
am
never around.
currently pregnant.
You said what?
I actually am currently pregnant.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Wait, whoa.
yeah,
Stop it.
yeah, yeah.
Hold
Rewind that
on,
back.
hold on.
I'm
You
eight
said you
months.
were single.
Yeah,
Why are
my
you?
current son's dad did not. It's my expectations are. He did not meet my expectations as a
Wow.
Is he gonna be
significant other.
in the life?
But we will co-parent just fine.
Okay. You said 8 months.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if it's like too much, but can we see the belly?
Everybody asks me that. Yeah, let me see. Yeah.
Oh
Oh
my
shit, she about to
God, you're huge. You
she
saw
about to
that
pop.
too?
Man, that's what everybody be saying. He's a wait, what is
That
it?
is
He's
one
big.
kid.
That's one.
Oh
His
my
Wow.
Jesus.
his dad is like nothing but muscle. He was a 9 pounder.
Oh
So
my
I'm praying
God.
God don't try to fuck me up like that.
Boy or girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
And plus I'm long. I'm not tall, but I'm long. I'm 5'7". And his dad is like muscle from head to toe. So I'm scared.
Wait, is it a boy or is it a girl?
It's a boy.
It's a boy. You got
Hmm.
another. Oh, you're definitely a boy mom for
Yeah.
real.
I think
Oh, but
I
listen,
think
you're gonna
I'm
be taken
only gonna
care
be
of.
able to have boys, honestly. We'll see.
You're gonna be taken care of because boys and their moms, like boys love their moms.
Oh yeah.
I want a boy first because yeah, I need that. Like when I'm down, my son got me. I know he got me because
Oh
boys
yeah.
Yes.
and their moms.
Uh-huh. See, and my son, he's not affectionate, but he knows when I'm not like myself. And like he comes out and says like some of the sweetest things. Like when me and my current son's dad when me and this son's dad were going through it or still going through whatever, my son was just like, um, do you wanna maybe get some snacks and then we can meditate? I was like, yes, we could do that. That'd be great.
Is he
So how did he
excited
know
about being
about
a
you?
big brother?
Mm-hmm. He wanted it to be a boy real bad.
He said, "I want to play football with somebody. I need to play catch." Like he
Mm-hmm.
want to roughen him up. He said, "I don't want no little girl that's gonna
Yeah,
cry
he did
every
not
time
want
I
to be
touch
here.
her."
That's crazy.
That is so cute. Oh my gosh, you got a whole little boy mom family. That's
Yeah.
so cute.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm
Mm-hmm. We gonna
happy
be
for
triplets.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Congrats for sure.
You
That's
are
definitely
really
a
like, oh my gosh, he is huge in your stomach. Like, how are you even holding up?
I still have another 6 weeks.
Does your back
damn.
hurt?
Yes.
Cause like I'm really
Yes.
curious. Like I've never been pregnant, so I'm curious. Like if you got a stomach all the way out here, like how the fuck are you supposed to sit back?
Yeah,
Like oh my gosh.
man, it's a struggle. I can only sleep on my sides. I get heartburn all the time. Every time he move, it hurt.
He kicking?
Oh yeah, he big.
I love the little pregnant walk. It's like a little wobble.
Little yeah, waddle.
Y'all be wobbling. Y'all don't walk straight. Y'all wobble a little bit.
Oh yeah, I knew he was
Oh
gonna
my
be big. I knew I was gonna get big when I started. I started waddling at like 6 months, 6 months. I started waddling, so I was like, Lord,
And
we
you
gonna
said you got
see
like six
this,
more weeks. Like, when's his birthday?
huh?
Expected birthday.
April 2nd.
Okay, so a spring baby. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
And what's your first son's birthday? What's his birthday?
May 13th.
May 13th. Oh, he's a Taurus.
Mm-hmm.
Who? Tauruses are something.
Oh Lord, don't tell me that.
Tauruses are something. I mean, I, my best friend is a Taurus, but I mean, Taurus men and Taurus women are two different things. But
Mm-hmm.
Taurus as a whole, like they're very stubborn and like they are like adamant about what they do. Like, so, whew.
Yeah,
But that's so
he's gonna be an
great.
Aries, and I'm like,
Okay, don't
every Aries
know.
I've known has had anger issues. Lord help me.
Uh-oh. And what are you?
I'm an Aquarius.
Okay, so that kind of mellows it out. Because Aquarius are kind of chill for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my dad is an Aquarius and like he get on my nerves, but like for the most part, like he really be chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Like he don't
He's
say
good.
too much, but when he do say something, you're gonna hear him.
Oh yeah.
Like he don't say much,
We
but
be
when he
chilling,
gets
but
mad,
when we get there,
exactly.
it's like, whoa, what? Where did
Right,
this
like
come from?
hold on.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Where did
But
this
oh
come
my gosh,
from?
that is so awesome. You have his name already?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
I
Micah.
do.
Huh?
Micah.
Micah. So we got
Mhm.
Jalen and Micah. That's
Mhm.
funny. Aaron has a friend named Micah.
That's my boy right there, man. My boy
Micah is
Micah.
very talented. He sings. What else does Micah do?
Uh, he sings.
That's it. That's all he do.
He
Micah
does more.
actually goes to Morgan, so I'm not even sure you maybe came across him.
He has his own business and things like that. He has his LLC. That's my guy right there doing big
Dope.
things. Trying to follow in his footsteps. It's a lot to say about him. That's my brother right there for sure.
I'm about to say a lot of Micahs I know are very successful. So just
Mhm.
for having that name, he's gonna be something.
I pray on it. I hope so.
You are gonna be set though, because boys, you ain't gonna have to worry about nothing. When you get old and you retire, they take care of you.
Mhm. Oh yeah. I can't
That
wait.
is that is awesome. I see the sun setting.
Oh yeah. Uh
It
huh.
is
The clouds are like all pink and orange and stuff out here now.
that's what's up.
Our sunsets are really pretty.
I
That's
bet it is.
lit. Our
Mm.
sunsets are shitty. I mean, no, they have their times if you
Yeah,
catch
I
it.
noticed that when I was out in Baltimore, there was really no type of sunset I ever saw. It's
Yeah,
like the
it's
sun was just down.
You have to go by the
yeah,
harbor to see it.
Hmm.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But Aaron, you got anything else? We're at
That was
that peak.
great, honestly. Doc, you got my diagnosis. I need to write this so I can
Oh God.
take this to work with me. You know what I mean? So they can know what's going on with me. You know what I mean? Make sure I'm mentally stable and stuff.
Hmm.
But other than that, it sounds like a great person. You always welcome back. Make sure you bring the boys on
After
here
the
next.
baby, we want to see
Okay.
Uh,
both of them.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
We
After you
want to
had a
see
baby,
both the baby boys.
um, I wish you nothing but the best. It's always a pleasure to have you on the Heart Investment. You know what I mean? Thank you for sharing your time with us.
I have
Thank
one more
Everybody
question
out
for you.
there,
Uh huh.
is going to shout y'all out and all those good things. Kiana,
Cuzzo,
you know,
wait, I got one more question.
okay, go ahead, go ahead.
Does being a psychology major does it help you like mentally with your son? Like, can you like reach him at like a different like can you like understand him at a different level because you're a psychology major? Like, do you think that
Yeah,
has something to do with it?
I feel like because naturally I'm a very in tune person, like spirituality, psychology, science, faith based, all that kind of intertwines with itself when it comes to my beliefs. But I do feel like because especially learning like early psychology, developmental psychology, child psychology, you learn to have more patience with kids because you learn that they just really taking this shit into. They just really taking it in. It's not common sense to them. It's not something that they've experienced before. So just like we're learning something new, it takes repetition for them. So they gonna have to hear it over and over and over and over again sometimes, depending on what it is. But yeah, I do think it helped.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Facts. That's the mindset that
Um,
you have.
yeah. Do you want to shout out your Instagram or anything like that?
Yeah, my Instagram is Keys Vibe, KHES Vibe, VIBE. Follow me on there. Twitter is the same thing.
And also, when she makes the U.S. Women's volleyball team, you can support my accounting firm, Cap University, um, LLC. Uh, like I said, anything that she needs, you talk to me first because I'm her lawyer. So,
What? She didn't hire you. You don't want him as your lawyer.
listen, you want the best accountant to have the money and the babies in one good spot. You talk to me, but listen, it's always good to have you on the Hard Investment America. I love y'all. We see y'all next week. Kiana, you always welcome back.
Thanks,
Thank
And
you.
Kiana.
y'all
Thank
stay
you,
tuned.
guys.
And yeah, stay tuned, guys. We out.
Bye.